Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Capricorn that runs from the 6th until the 12th of March. So you're going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And if you look in the description, there's links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, so the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? The card I get is the Knight of Wands in the reversed position. Something here about things coming together for you, okay? I mean, I do sense there's been a lot of pushing and pulling. There's been a lot of blowing hot and cold. There's been a lot of like sort of coming and going, and I do sense something karmic here, okay? There's been a lot of stuff which has been thrown at you, okay? There's been a lot of issues, there's been a lot of challenges around you, but what I see is you taking this kind of head on, okay? You actually working through these challenges and these difficulties and meeting it head on. That's what I'm being given here, because this card clearly shows that things are starting to become more settled for you, and they will become more settled as time goes by. It's very much like you've weathered the storm. That's what I'm being given here, okay? And rather than sinking, you have swam. And also, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, I mean, quite clearly here with the Queen of Swords in the reverse position, I get a few things here. I do sense you've drawn a line in the sand, okay? Enough is enough. It's quite similar, you know, you've got the wand pointing down and you've got the sword pointing down. It's drawn a line in the sand and just moving forward from the situation. But I also feel a very negative person here around you. Someone who's very manipulative, someone who's very controlling, trying to plant negative seeds in your head, okay? But I just feel that you've come to realise this very deeply, okay? And you've realised that you need to do something different here, okay? You may not be able to move away from this personal situation, but you can deal with it in a different way. And once you deal with it in a different way, then things will start to change around you. You know, if you change the way you look at something, what you look at also changes, you know. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, okay? But there's big changes which are happening now. Things are clearly shown to become more settled. If I look back slightly, I've got the 9 of Pentacles here, okay? It does show that recently you've kind of stepped back, you know, from a situation. It could well be that you weren't able to see the wood for the trees, okay, and you've stepped back and you've kind of gained more clarity, you know, around the situation, okay, and you kind of came to realise that you do need to make changes. You do need to move away from this situation or change the way you deal with the situation, okay. The worst case scenario was for you to do nothing. Okay, that was, you know, the worst option rather, okay. So it's like you've made up your mind. You are going to deal with the situation differently, or you are going to move away from the situation, which then brings about more peace of mind and contentment. If I look more forward, I've got the Page of Cups coming in here for you. Very positive card, okay. It shows there's some good news on the way around matters of the heart, okay. Something you've been asking for, something you've been praying for, it's on the way. I'm also getting something here about fish out of water, okay? You know, I see this cup here and this fish, and it could well be you need to take a risk around the situation, which could be in the form of sending someone like a sort of message, or just putting your best foot forward here around the situation. And it's all very much connected here, you know. It's very much connected to this situation or this person and about doing things differently, okay? Or completely moving away, you know, because once you let go and move forward, what's yours comes in anyhow, okay. But most certainly some good news around love on the way for you. And then the card in the gold position is the Justice card, okay. You're wanting justice, okay. Could well be a legal situation or official situation around you which is shown to turn in your favour. That's what I'm being given here, okay. But more generally, you know, around what's happened recently and like the previous months, you put so much time, so much effort into this, okay, and it will come back in equal measure. You're wanting things to balance up here, okay? You're wanting things to be fair, okay? There's a strong sense of injustice and unfairness around you at the moment with what's been going on. You feel gutted, you know. I've got the Three of Cups in the reverse position. There's a lot of upset, you know, something hurt you deeply. You know, it could well be around like a sort of recent passing or around a relationship situation which didn't work out in the way which you wished. Also get something here about a love triangle situation, or it could be this person who's been interfering and sticking their oar in where it's not wanted, okay? It's really affected you deeply. So much so that you've kind of sort of decided, I feel, to make some changes here. You know, enough is enough. You know, there's no more aces to play. The card in the advice position is the Fool card, okay? It's saying to let go. You know, it's time to move forward from this situation. It's very much about like sort of a fresh start here for you. I mean, there is a barking dog for connections, which can represent your own nagging thoughts and also nagging words of those around. So again, it connects to this negative influence around you. There's a strong sense to carry on just the same. Okay, it's very easy to get distracted from these thoughts or from these words of those around, but there's a strong sense. Carry on just the same. Keep on keeping on. That's the advice here. Try not to say too much to people around you, especially, you know, this person here, but I feel there could be more than one person who's quite negative around you, because there's a strong sense if you tell them too much, then, you know, they put you off, okay, and then it gets into your head and it kind of sort of holds you back. So try to hold on to as much of the energy as what you can, and then you will move forward. So on the outside at the moment, got the King of Cups reversed. Again, I'm getting this negative energy around you. Could well be someone who's very, I get at least one person, probably more than one person, someone who's very jealous of you, someone who's very jealous of what you have here, okay? So there's a strong sense of you getting to that point where you realise this and you realise you need to do things differently, okay? It's like things have reached rock bottom, that's what I get here. And now the only way is up, okay? Once you make these changes, then there's a lot of good things ahead for you. As I said, there's some good news here around a love situation for you. Your hopes and your fears is shown by the Nine of Swords reversed. Could well be that you've been up late at night with worries and fears. There's been a lot of frustrations, there's been a lot of challenges, but the card is reversed. It's about a relief, it's about a release around this situation. Clearly shows you letting go and moving forward. And also with the number 9, it's about reaping the harvest, and all the time and all the effort you put in, it's going to come back in equal measure. Yeah, I mean, the final card is the Queen of Wands, which shows you in your element. It shows you feeling very positive about what's going to develop in the coming weeks and months, okay? Rather than being positive all the time, which isn't possible, it's like you start to see the positive in everything. So even though there's been challenges, you can see that these challenges are going to make you stronger and going to help you move towards what you truly want. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee and my crystal shop. Thank you.